everybody, welcome to 539. So today we are going to be checking out for the second time. It's been quite a few years since we've been here, but I thought it was a really interesting story, especially for October and Halloween. So I wanted to come here, and I'm going to use this to sort of intro a project that I am doing with some other people, so make sure to stay through to the end to hear about that. So today we are at a place known by several different names that is known as Dutch Ridge Cemetery, as Salem Cemetery, and by the Garman Family Cemetery by others. The building we just passed, which is right behind me, you can't really see it right now, but we'll get a better look when we get out here, is the latest iteration of the Salem Church. It is not a church anymore, it is a house now, and the other church is torn down, the original church. But what is interesting is the current placement of the old church, which again is now a house, is actually where the original cemetery was. And this cemetery across the street was relocated, I believe in the early 1900s or late 1800s, and so a lot of these graves are not the original site, but are actually possibly even underneath the old church. So somebody is definitely home across the street here. What's funny is they used to yell at us as kids, you're actually allowed to come here. This is a national historic site, so there's nothing wrong with visiting, but they used to not be fans of people coming here. You can see that we have some veterans here, and not incredibly old, not these anyway. You can see here that why it's called the Garman Family Cemetery. In the 1800s, the Garman family occupied this area, and this is, well, not this particular area, but the area across the street here, as you can see, would have been where they were buried originally. And so in going along with the Halloween season, this place has a lot of rumors surrounding it in terms of hauntings, whether it be the ghost of children running out into the road to chase cars, or some people report sightings of gigantic shadow creatures that guard the cemetery at night. And all these accounts are actually first-hand from people that I've met that have been here and had experiences. I've never really had any experiences here myself. I have visited the place many years ago, several different times, and that's how I was aware of this place, but I've never really had any personal experiences here. But I always found it to be such an interesting, fascinating place, and especially the story being that, you know, it used to literally be across the street there, and the old church used to be somewhere down the road this way. I'll flash up a photo I found of right after the new church was built, and you can still see the old church in the background, which is in an incredibly good condition, which is why I can't really figure out why they moved the church to begin with and subsequently moved this graveyard over here. It's very odd. And so everything surrounding it, I believe, is private property. Again, this is a national historic place, and it itself, I don't believe, is on private property. It is open to the public to visit. But there's also some strange things in the woods behind this place. So I think that kind of leads to some of the legends. There's some abandoned houses down the road there. That was definitely a bird. But anyway, there's some abandoned houses down the road. There's some abandoned structures behind the cemetery, which I'm not sure what they are. They almost look like a mausoleum, but I'm pretty doubtful that it's there. We'll see if we can get a look at some of that stuff. But again, just an incredibly fascinating history, and yeah, it's interesting to think how common, especially in this particular area, it was to... What in the world? There is something... Alright, let's just go this way. With all the rumors and all these noises, I know it's just an animal, or maybe it's a person just trying to mess with people. But let's go find out. So this place still is in use. Oh, I think, you know what it is? I'm not going to keep going any closer. I think it's these ripe nuts falling down off of the tree and onto the ground below. Yep. There went one. They're literally ripe enough that they're falling down off the tree. And so that's exactly what we were hearing over here crashing. Which makes me wonder if people exploring this place during the Halloween season are often scared by such things. It makes me almost scared to even walk over here. I don't want to get smacked in the head, even though it probably wouldn't do much damage. But there is, beyond the fence here, directly back, whatever that structure is. Although again, you can't really see back there very well, and it's pretty hilly. But I'm gonna try. Whoa, definitely found a beer bottle stash. I'll try and look more towards the corners this time. I don't think I really checked last time. This was pretty early on in the cemetery exploring, and I'm actually thinking of going back and doing some reaction videos and commentary type videos on my older content, just to sort of answer some of the most popular questions and other comments that have been posted on the videos over the years. So let me know if that's something that would be interesting to y'all, because I kind of thought it would make an interesting series to do, especially since, you know, I wasn't quite as knowledgeable about things back then, and also there's a lot of things that I didn't necessarily talk about back then that I'd like to comment on now. So let me know. And in a lot of these places, as you know, there's sections and areas where there's a lot of damage, and this is no different here. You can see that this is falling apart. There's even, I'm not sure what this metal piece is. It looks like maybe it was used to put a pipe in and then steady the memorial, but obviously it did not end up working, or maybe it did work for a few years, who knows. You can kind of see with the deep, dark woods behind, which aren't incredibly huge, but you can kind of tell why it would be really creepy here at night. And it is, it really is. You know, I've been with people that have kind of come here to do ghost hunting at night, and it's incredibly scary. Really positive if that is the last row. I'm not seeing anything back in the brush here. I can see some sort of object that's been left here way down there. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's right there. Oh, no, if you look next to it, you can see somebody's been using it for shooting practice with their bow and arrow. That's funny. And I hear, sounds like there might be someone even over there. There's a house really close. And so this place is actually close to another location that we're going to be filming here and talking about coming really soon on another platform. We have years and years ago again covered it briefly, and I've been trying to make a second part to it for years, and it is a local legend, so we're going to be talking about that here coming up soon, and be visiting the graveyard associated with that particular location, which is in fact actually a graveyard. It's located right next to a Catholic church and is run by the Catholic Church, and has another absolutely amazing story associated with it, and is a real local urban legend that is linked to a real identifiable person. And I've been trying for a long time. I'm gonna back up here because I know any moment another round of these is gonna fall, and I'm lucky at this point that I haven't gotten hit in the head yet. So you can see again a lot of these, like this one here, I can't read the name very well, but I can see 1864 to 1945, so it definitely was a homestead that, this area at least, was a homestead that was around right around the time of the Civil War. And upcoming here, I apologize, the wind's picking up a little bit and I don't have my microphone. Coming up here is another woodman of the world. And another mid-1800s, 1827 to 1897. And then 1832 to 1896. And a really, really amazing old piece. So I know that I haven't gotten the whole place. There's actually quite a few different graves here, and I would encourage all of you to go back and look at the older episode that I did. And again, probably going to try and grab that episode maybe and a few more and do some commentary on that here over the next few weeks. So make sure to check back for that. And obviously we'll be back here from time to time to check in on the place. I find it to be a really fascinating location and something that I like to document here. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching this episode over on 539. Again, I'm going to be doing a project coming up here on TikTok under the same name, 539 Productions. So if you're over there, make sure to come and check it out. Kind of interesting to see some of the corners. You can tell how many times they have refenced, or, well, I guess just refenced. They've torn down a few. So you can see at least 2 fences, and I'm sure that neither one of them are original. Both of them appear to be, well, one appears to be an old farming wire fence, and the other one a newer chain link fence. So I'm not really even sure, to be honest, how old this fence is. I know it is probably at least 30 to 40 years old. So like I said, we're going to be doing a project here on TikTok, on my TikTok account and some other people's TikTok accounts. We're doing sort of a Halloween collaboration here to talk about some spooky stories and cemetery related content. So make sure to go on through to the link in the description below to my TikTok, as well as the folks that I'm working with, and check out their amazing channels over there and some of the cool videos that they have. And I'll be talking about them, about the project and the locations on my TikTok as well as over here on YouTube. But the majority of the content on that particular location is going to come up on TikTok, so make sure that you head on over there and hit subscribe over there, and again, follow all these amazing artist channels and check it all out. And I already have some interesting, unique content up there on TikTok that is unique to that platform and has never been seen on YouTube. So if you want to go over there and check some of that out too, that would be great. And once again, thank you for joining me here on this exploration. If you've never checked out the channel before, if this is the first time you're seeing 539 Productions, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to turn those notifications on so you don't miss any of our weekly adventures. We usually try to do about 2 a week. And so, see you all soon.